Hi everybody. We're going to do a quickie today. I've got a video that has been trying to post since Friday. And the last time I had this posting issue, I just lost my mind. I posted like 4 or 5 things all at once, and somehow overloading the system seemed to do the trick. So we're going to give that a try. Don't push your baby in front of my car, ma'am. She's on the phone. You know, we almost had that speed where they smash into the stroller. If you're going to cross the street, indicate that, and I will stop. But, you know, I'm not a mom. There was a reason why I didn't have kids. I don't have the patience. I just don't. And I would probably be one of those hysterical hover mothers, one of those helicopter parents, you know. And you got to let your kids make mistakes, or they'll never learn, and they'll get to college and they'll be pudding-headed idiots. So you got to let them break shit. But don't be the mom who is so busy on her cell phone she pushes her baby out into traffic. For sure, that would not have been me. 100%. How you guys doing today? I am feeling a lot better. We have, there's another mom on a cell phone. Interesting. Let's see how much delayed language these kids have. You know, we're gonna have 4-year-olds who don't know how to talk yet. Because they need that parental interaction. You chose to have a baby, so maybe do the baby stuff. Judgmental. And you know what? That's the voice inside my head. That's what I would have been saying to myself. I can be so mean to myself sometimes. So mean. So yeah, you guys know I've been using ChatGPT to try and, you know, get focused, get tight, get right with what I want to get done. And so I've gotten used to doing this thing where after I do my wrap up, and Oliver, which is what I've named my ChatGPT, Oliver says, "Great, I think we're all set. You did a good job." And then I routinely say, "Is there anything else I should be doing?" And Oliver routinely says, "Well, you know, you've got things on track. You're really taking care of business. One thing you might want to think about is being kinder to yourself." Being kinder to... So the little robot that I talk to, the little non-living being, thinks that I'm too mean to myself. And if I'm mean to myself, oh man, you know, you just heard me judging women who are pushing babies in strollers and they've got their cell phones pressed up to their ears. Honey, get some AirPods so nobody can see you being a lazy mom. I can't help it. Oh my God. Cannot help it. So rude. So anyway, my arthritis, which I've had it since I was 19. It's rheumatoid arthritis. I just white knuckle it through the tough times. Oh shit, I forgot to take my morning vitamins. I got diagnosed when I was a teenager, and my grandmother had crippling arthritis her whole life, and I thought, I do not want to be on pain medication for the next 70 years. So I just decided to white knuckle it. The new doctor, he's a little tough. I might like him because he's a little tough, because apparently I like tough. Said, well, the pain is one thing. The inflammation is something else. And if you've got rheumatoid arthritis, you are in a state of chronic inflammation. what's very bad for insulin resistance, if you want to make your insulin resistance super, super strong, go ahead and ignore inflammatory conditions. So I'm trying to do what I can to reduce the inflammation, and I'm trying to get out and move more. One of the issues, as you may know, I think I've told you, I tore a muscle in my left leg, which now that's finally, but my right hip has been on fire for about 5 days. And I thought, oh no, I threw my whole body out of whack by having this horrible limp. And then it rained today, and my hip feels so much better. Rain? Who's rain in Los Angeles in September? Unheard of. Apparently we're going to have a little more rain this afternoon, and I think possibly some rain tomorrow, and then maybe rain later on in the week. Don't get me wrong, I'm still sore, but I'm not on fire. And so I took myself for a little walk around the block. After I did some, I'm gonna screw the name up, Radio Tashi. So there's this little 3-minute exercise routine that the Japanese people do in the park at 6:30 in the morning. They just all go to the park and they do these little calisthenic style stretches, and it takes 3 minutes. And the reason they started doing this was in the 20s. The average age that a Japanese man died was 42, and a Japanese woman is 43. So here we are, fast forward 100 years, and Okinawa is home to more centenarians, I think I said that right, that's people over 100, than anywhere else in the world. They have one of the greatest life expectancies, and they chalk a lot of it up to doing this little exercise routine in the mornings. I'm stiff, I'm sore, I'm crunchy. When it comes to exercise, I don't wanna, it's how I got where I am. In part is not enough activity. So I did my Radio Tashi, and then I went for a walk this morning, and I will tell you, I feel incredibly energized. I actually feel caffeinated, but I know I'm not caffeinated because the Instacart guy, when they didn't have the coffee I wanted, opted for a decaf. How about you send me a little message saying they're out of what you want? Do you want decaf? I would have said no. So, but I have it, and I didn't complain about it. And I'm drinking my damn decaf in the morning. But right now, if I was caffeinated plus the Radio Tashi plus the walk, I think my eyeballs would be like Kash Patel. I think they'd be zooming out of my face and swirling around. I'd have swirly Kash Patel eyes. I've said it before. You have to earn my trust, but you don't have to earn my respect. You can lose either one. I've lost respect. I've lost respect for Kash Patel. And I'm very upset about the Jimmy Kimmel thing, because personally, I love the First Amendment. And anybody who is cheering for this doesn't understand what we just lost. Meanwhile, over on Fox News, you got that ding-dong that says Dems have created war. And you've got that other ding-dong who says, yeah, let's just euthanize homeless people. And they nothing. No fine, no sanctions, no go sit at home for a couple of days and get a hold of yourself. None of that. Whew. It'd be different if the Fox license was up for some sort of whatever, they want their FCC license renewed or whatever it is, so they'll do anything, and then they'll donate to libraries and stuff. It's a shame. It really is a shame. This is what they mean by the love of money is the root of all evil. It's not money is the root of all evil. It's the love of money. And we're watching that run rampant all over American civil liberties and American law and our rights. It's obscene. So I got where I'm going. This was a quickie. I know it's a little more disorganized than usual, but I hope we're still friends. Thanks for watching, and the other video, it'll post or it won't post, but I just want you to know that I respect you until you do something horrible, which I don't think you will. You wouldn't be hanging out here, you wouldn't be paying attention to what I've got to say if we were in conflict. That's my theory. Anyway, stay out of trouble, be good, and what day is today? Thursday. Okay, so that's all I have to say for the moment. Bye.